That's it. Hello, my name is James Edward Garcia, and welcome to another episode of My Haunted Diary. This is part one of Martie and me spending the night investigating the Sallie House. I remember watching the Sightings episodes on the Sallie House. They filmed the young family who had been dealing with phenomena occurring in this old house they were renting. Watching the scratches and deep cuts forming on Tony Pickman before our eyes on camera terrified me. But at the same time, I was fascinated since I was interested in haunted places. Once I started investigating haunted locations, the Sallie House was one on my bucket list. I found Deborah Pickman's website on the Sallie House, which contains in-depth research on its history from past to present. She and her husband Tony were the two that experienced all the phenomena in the house back in the early 1990s. I emailed her about my interest in investigating the home. She replied, "I'm hoping you are well aware of the dangers at the house. Please go with protection and a positive mindset." We emailed back and forth a few times. Once I was able to obtain permission to spend the night with my wife Martie to investigate the house. Deborah said, "I feel torn between excitement that you got a date booked that you were hoping and trepidation that you were going into or near that house at all." She also said, "For your safety as well as Tony's, I beg you to keep provoking to a minimum. You may or may not see a reaction. However, we seem to get the repercussions here in our own home. Cuts, scratches, fires, etc." She also talked about me and Martie protecting ourselves before entering and after leaving the home. I can say that Martie will never step foot in that home again. She was overwhelmed by emotions at the house, and she had to push herself to take part in any investigating. I also had moments of agitation and would snap at her. I also provoked when I felt defensive to the forces around me. There's a dark overshadowing presence that start to play in your psyche. Deborah mentioned there's a matriarchal spirit in the house named Joanna who is protective, and it would benefit you to address and befriend her prior to anyone else in the house. I forgot to do that, and in hindsight, I wish I had remembered. In this episode, we explore the home inside and out. We do some EVP and spirit box sessions and try to make contact with any spirits or unseen entities that may reside in the house. We get several interesting EVPs as well as spirits that come through during our ITC sessions. But we captured voices as we explored the place as well, some of which were disembodied. While in the upstairs nursery during our communication session, spooky voices started to chant or sing in the distance. You will get to hear it as well. There is more on the way from our time at the Sallie House. Look out for part 2, where we investigate the house through the night and capture our creepiest stuff. My channel keeps growing with explorations into the supernatural in some of the most haunted places in the US. So make sure you subscribe. The land where the house stands was purchased by Michael C. Finney in the town of Atchison, Kansas. He had the house built between 1867 and 1871. The last Finney to remain and die in the house was daughter Agnes Finney in November of 1939. Throughout the family's time in the house, as well as future owners and tenants, nothing of any type haunting was documented. It is known that first owner Michael C. Finney died in the house on September 27, 1872. Daughter Agnes's husband, William A. True, died in the house May 4, 1918. Agnes Finney died in the house November 28, 1939. All their deaths were of natural causes. Move ahead to the early 1990s. It became known as the Sallie House after the tenants, Tony and Deborah Pickman, with their baby boy Taylor, rented out the place for roughly a year. They moved in New Year's Eve 1992 and moved out October of 1994. During their stay, they experienced phenomena such as stuffed animal toys mysteriously being moved to the center of the nursery floor, anomalies being captured on still photos, electronic voice phenomena recorded, objects being mysteriously moved around. Psychic Barbara Connor, who was invited to the house, made a connection to the spirit of a little girl she called Sally. Tony saw the spirit of a little girl in the kitchen in the middle of the night and sketched what he had seen. He was certain it was the spirit of the little girl the psychic had experienced named Sally. But the most alarming and continued event was Tony being physically attacked by an unseen force while living in the house. There is no historical documentation to support a Sally having any connection to this house. It was later discovered that the Humbards, who lived in the house prior to the Pickmans, had a daughter who played with an imaginary friend called Sally. She identified the sketch Tony drew as the same Sally. Les Smith Jr. purchased the house in 1992. The Pickmans would be one of his first tenants. The Fish family moved into the house in 1995 after the Pickmans left. The family consisted of a single mother with 6 kids. It turns out she was the one who drew the pentagram in the basement and had been conducting witchcraft in the house. The house stopped being rented out to families, and Mr. Smith, the owner, has left the house unoccupied since 2004, only to be used for tours and private paranormal investigations. Okay, my first moment's filming. And where? In the Sallie House, as they call it, here in Atchison, Kansas. Come join me. But did you just say something?
No, it's outside.
That's like a kid. I swear, it just sounded like a kid outside.
Hi.
Somebody's chilling on the couch here. Martie should be scared right now, and yet she's having a good old time.
That's because the sun's still out.
Yeah, the sun's still out. Not much longer. It's been dreary weather outside. We got police cars out here across the street from the Sallie House where the Glick mansion is. I don't know what's going down. Anyway, I'm going to just do a quick tour of the place. And as you can see, we are downstairs. This is the main living room area. You're going to check outside? See what's going on?
Yeah.
Let's go take a look. Oh, there's a guy there. Did he get pulled over? I don't know, maybe. You having the Glick house? I hope not. Is everything okay at the Glick house?
Good, yep.
Oh, okay. So, he did say we're good. So. But I didn't see any kids around. Seriously. So, repeat the clip where the child's voice was captured. I did not see any kids outside and the windows were closed. I'll repeat the clip and slow it down. You decide. Come join me. Yeah, we did hear some kid voices. Who knows? Was it some kids outside? I didn't see any. And I captured some kids' voices on film. Anyway, here's the place. You are seeing it. This is the inside. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. That thing's moving right there. I don't know if it's capturing it on film or not. That thing was shaking. I'll repeat the clip with the moving lampshade. This was not caused by any movement on the floor, as you will see when I go by it again. I'll repeat the clip a few times. Oh, Whoa, whoa, whoa. That thing's moving right there. The lamp shade was just shaking. Let's see. Let's see if we can do it again. Could you move that lampshade again? Did somebody move that? It's not moving now. Let's see, where was that seat that I said had, was it over here? Oh, here it is. The seat that looks like it has blood on it. But actually it looks like it's candle wax, red candle wax, I think. I wonder if it was that woman who was doing the occult stuff in here when she stayed here, because this place is still the same as it was when she stayed here by the same owner who owned it even when the Pickman stayed here. There's up here where she had, there was roses in a little vase that got burned, like a rose petals were burned, right up in here. If you ever watched the Sightings episodes, that's what you would have seen.
But no instrument could explain what happened just a few minutes later in the kitchen. Pamela was showing Barbara a teddy bear that had been inexplicably burned. Later, in the same spot, Sallie seemed to be telling Pamela she was the fire starter.
My husband found this kind of half fresh, half dead flower singed around the edges.
Is it possible that Sallie burned the rose in reaction to Pamela's discussion about the teddy bear? We went back to that earlier moment on our raw field tapes. The rose was there on the windowsill, but at this point it appeared fully red with undamaged petals. Who could have burned that rose without anyone seeing it or smelling it in the space of less than 5 minutes?
That's incredible. The interior leaves are burnt around the edges with no damage to the overlapping leaves, as if they were individually burned and then assembled. That is bizarre. You can't duplicate this.
Over here, maybe to try to stir stuff up, we have a doctor's bag, an old-time doctor's bag. The whole table looks like a setup for an operation kind of thing. You have doctor pieces for possibly trying to elicit some type of paranormal activity. Stir something up from the past. Yep, that's what you're saying right there. Isopropyl, rubbing alcohol. Yeah, this is old stuff right here. Certainly period pieces. Some of it. Any doctors around here? Was it Finney? You around, Dr. Finney? Something happened to possibly a little girl? You did an operation on her of some sort and she freaked out, maybe died. Who knows if any of that's true. The story of Sallie being brought to the doctor's office in the house with appendicitis is a falsehood. It is said that the doctor began surgery before she was completely sedated and she ultimately died on the table. This story was fabricated by an investigator. Can you say something? Speak up. I don't know what this is about. It looks like it would be an intercom kind of thing, right? Oh, okay. Lots of leftover pieces. Okay. The top one, can you reach that? Way up there? That's pretty high up.
It doesn't have a handle.
I know, it would be a little workout. Oh, they're empty. Nice and empty. Nothing. Except a demon. I can see a demon up there.
Okay, there's a cool closets in there.
Yeah.
Can't reach those.
That's too high up, huh? Oh.
Ooh, that's old.
There it is old. Is that mold?
Yeah, it's musty.
Oh, there's more toilet paper, by the way, in there. We got more in here. You didn't know that. And paper towels. Let's look in the bottom. Lysol.
And nasties.
Nasty cleanup stuff.
Yeah.
Nice. You know that. Doesn't scare me. So, here's the dungeony basement. And it is really musty in here. Holy cow.
I'll get my shoes on.
Yeah, I would recommend wearing shoes to come down here. So I was down here earlier for a first viewing. Let's go down and check it out. I did leave the light bulb on. Careful with your stairs, as you know. You can easily trip on them and hurt yourself.
Okay.
Comprende mucho?
See?
Bueno. Let's go down. Here. Alright. Of course, here's where this woman had a pentagram on the floor of some sort, and the owner kind of tried to hide it with paint. I'll have to find actual pictures of what it looked like before he painted it. Who knows if she did animal sacrifice down here. Giving you a view under the stairs here. Hey, that water heater looks pretty new, the tank, the whirlpool. You like it in here?
No. But it's still better than in the nighttime, I bet.
Oh. Yeah, wait till you come down in the dark.
Maybe I won't.
I will. Happily. Now what's down here? I got a ball down here. Oh, and I see a beetle. It's caught in a
Spiderweb?
spiderweb, yeah. And there's this piece of, what is that? It looks like
Bones?
It looks like a bone. It does.
It's tree bones.
Tree bone, huh? Tree fossil. Now what's behind this piece of wood here? It's like a door thing.
Probably more holes.
Yeah, I wonder if it's a gaping hole back there. No?
Nope. Open spiders.
Now, old machinery kind of stuff here. I wonder if you were to, well, what if this is a gun rack or something right here?
No.
No?
It's the bottom of a bed.
Do you want to, oh, there could be, you're right. Do you want to open one of these doors for me? See what jumps out at you? Pretty empty. Move that old freaking broom. I know there's nothing to hold. There's some paint. A little old paint from the house. And what do we got here? More paint. Very nice. Okay. Lots of spiderweb up here. Oh yeah. That mess. Look at this white little things up there. Those like spiders being in their webbed embryo state or something. Who knows?
Baby spiders?
Yeah,
Little
right
eggs,
there.
Little baby egg spider.
Yeah, I think that is. Just waiting for a spider to come down on my freaking head. There's plenty of it up here. Okay, so let's go
Go check out the hole.
the hole.
It's not just any hole, it's the hole to hell. And I see in here, my dear. Oh, I see cans and things in here too. Things have been thrown in here. You see like metal fencing stuff and weeded, who knows what, piping and things. But what else is in here? What else is inside here? Now this led to a tunnel to the other house next door, owned by the Finneys. I think for Finney's son or something at one point. Or it was the Finney's house. And this, I know it's closed off. I don't know if I want to get dirty and get back in there. It's pretty damn dirty to crawl through. Yeah. Anyway. So if you did conjure up some demon things here, come on around. I dare to do so. I think you're afraid to. I think you'll be afraid of me. Oh, there's a living spider. Oh, yeah. Hey. Some post-it notes from the owner. Okay. Guess I'll go upstairs now. Okay. Now we've got the baby. The wee little baby. And it's wee little.
Another photograph I found very interesting was one that had a small child's toy in a corner with a blue ghosting image around it. Initially I thought it possibly cut out a blue gel, which would be a blue plastic, clear plastic, and a wiggle that in front of the camera could recreate it. But the density differences were too varied.
You cut out something else. It's a pram.
A pram? Stroller, I guess. There's the stroller. And what's behind this door here? If we move the child pram or stroller out of the way with the child in it, and a balloon as well. If we go in there, what are we going to see? I'm afraid to look. But we must. It is a closet. Utility closet. Of some sort. Yes, indeed. Got an American flag in there, too. Very nice. Alright. Piping, too. Alright, so, yeah. Apparition. There's a child. A demon. Staring down at me. There I go upstairs. With the nursery and all the other spooky things. Let's try. Let's see what happens. I may die in the process, but let's try anyway. These are very narrow stairs. The steps are, anyway. Okay. Where should we go first? Nursery? Why not? Here's the nursery room. Everybody talks about. Full of toys. So many. Just can't get enough toys. Child spirits from the past. Could be the Sallie ghost, spirit, or possible demon entity pretending to be.
More toys.
More toys. Do you like? You liking toys?
They're all upside down.
Are they? They're upside down? You know what that's telling you?
That they're upside down?
That the demon's mocking the toys, turning them upside
Oh
down.
my gosh, there's a lot of... Look at this one. Yes. So cute.
Oh, yeah, pretty. So yeah, there's the toys. And they're on the bed as well. Everywhere. Paul. Of course, that's looking down the stairs. Come to the bathroom. Upstairs bathroom. I could just turn the light on in here. Save on my light. Here it is. I used this toilet and took a crapper, as many have in the past. Yes, there is some shelves. Open that closet door right there. And you got more pillows and things and whatnot and have me nuts. That's all the stuff that's in here. Okay. Now the top attic is bolted shut. They don't want people going up there. Although people said they heard things up there and scratching and whatnot. They don't want people going up there. Here's the other bedroom. Here's the master bedroom, I guess. Kind of interesting room. Layout. It's cut. Oh wait, no, this isn't the master bedroom, is it? No. Not yet. Yes, please. Closet.
Elevated closet.
You can fit a lot of stuff in this closet. There was a kid who was hiding in here one time they found.
And he was talking to someone.
Yeah, and he said they said he was talking to someone. You could even go underneath here, underneath this closet's part. You could easily hide under there. Yeah, here's more. Let's go to the master bedroom. There we go. So, here's the other room we haven't seen yet. And it's cut kind of neat. The ceiling and whatnot. Give a little creepy factor to it. And this one has a big closet, alright?
Okay. And some people don't want to go into.
They don't want to go into it. They get scared in here. For some reason. It's got a big vacuum cleaner in here. And this is the place it's abandoned.
Yes.
Right there.
Right now. Well,
Right now,
in
anyway.
between owners.
Right, they're trying to sell the place. So, it's a cool looking house too.
Yeah.
Imagine what it's like inside. I'd like to get in there.
We make sure we have a good memory of all the toys and where they are. For in case they move.
There may be movement of toys that'll happen tonight, hopefully. We might try to, not provoke, but at least ask for stuff to move.
Martie slips and falls down some of the steps on the stairway.
So I'm going to go outside and film around the house while I can. Whoa! You okay?
Yeah.
Did you fall?
I should not be walking around on socks.
Oh my god.
Come on.
She just fell.
I just went the quick way down.
Did something push you?
No, I slipped.
You sure?
Yes.
Come on, hon. If something pushed you, you can tell me.
I don't know. My butt hurts, that's all I know.
Here's my rental car, or a van, this SUV. It's been raining a lot today, and yes, here it is. In all its glory, the Sallie House. And the house number is exactly the same as the Basilica axe murder house. A lot of people talk about that. Interesting indeed. And that house is only about maybe 2 hours away from here. Now there's also the Glick House mansion across the street. We were in that earlier. This place, same owner, it's owned by the Finnings that own this house. It's abandoned right now. Nobody lives in it. They're trying to sell it. You can see a sign out there. Trying to sell the place. Well, I didn't really film so much over here before, so I just wanted to quickly go through this living room part. And as you can see, it's my gadget center. It's where I'm keeping a lot of my stuff. Not all of it. Look at all this. We got 4K, full spectrum, GoPro kind of things going on here. And I got my Geoport. I'll be using that, including my PSB11, EI, the environmental detection instrument here. Got that. Some more cameras right here that film in the dark, night shot, Sony stuff, extra lighting. This is my millimeter. It has all the bells and whistles, the rocket EMF detector. We've got my test cam audio recorder, as well as an Olympus audio recorder, and the old K2 EMF meter. Different stands, and more stuff in bags. Lots of bags with more gadgets. And the tripods right here. This is, I guess, the living room. That would probably be like a dining room, or in Florida we used to have a Florida room. Seems quiet right now. See if the spirits come out for us. I'm sure hoping so. Now we're going to go into the downtown, get some grub in a haunted old place, and maybe some supplies and snacks. Right, Marty?
That's right. I know, I can feel it.
Holy cow. It's going crazy.
I'm having trouble focusing.
Let's see if this one goes off. Now, this is the one that hadn't been going off.
Yeah, but did you put a new battery in it?
No.
'Cause,
Oh, wait.
oh my gosh.
Whoa. If I just do a little movement on it, it did pick up a second there. Oh, there it goes again. Let me put this millimeter on. So we're here in the Sallie House, me and Marty, James and Marty, and we are just testing out the waters here in this family room, or living room downstairs. And we're testing out for EMF. And already, without even having to do anything, what's that, the rocket EMF meter? That thing, or the roke, I forgot what they call it. It is going off. It's going crazy. If I put REM,
And the K2's going crazy too.
Yeah,
Just did.
yeah, it actually is. The K2 is actually getting some readings, little blips. Now here's the millimeter, and I've got it so that I put a radius of EMF bubble around us. It gets near here, you'll hear things like that. Not here. Oh, look, EMF. 1.9, it went to 8. That was like a big jump. Of course, I can't get that on camera. All right, whoever's... Whoa! You see that? You heard that?
I feel it.
And I'm not even... It's not touching me. I have to literally go like this. Or... whatever, things like that. So... who's here with us? Whoever's here, get close to this device, make a sound again, just like you did a moment ago. You did that, and you got these things going off here. Obviously, they're not going to hurt you. They're just detecting your energy. Come back around. I did get that spike before on this. Now, I'm not moving around the house or anything. We're just staying in this one spot. Whoa.
It's right here.
I mean, that was close just now, but it didn't hit me. But it was right around here.
Yeah, it's right here. Where we're sitting.
Oh, K2.
The K2 just blinked.
It spiked. So stuff's going on around here with EMF. The interesting part is the millimeter and the K2 aren't just like solid going crazy. Stuff's setting them off and registering EMF and then disappearing. That rocket one, EMF meter just...
It's definitely here.
It picks up the lightest EMF. So it picks up even the slightest EMF.
It's dead here, but it's good here.
Come on, come back. Is there somebody here by the name of Sallie? If you are, can you get by these devices and make them light up more, or make us get close enough to this one to make a sound? Don't be afraid to come by us.
If your name really is Sallie.
If it is Sallie, if it's not, if you just, they're interpreting your name to be Sal and you're something else or somebody else, you still come over here. Maybe...
We don't discriminate.
Some people say you're a demon, pretending to be Sallie. Whatevs, don't care. Demon or not, come over here. Set these things off. If you were a demon, you wouldn't be afraid to come over here. Unless you're a wussy demon, in which case I think you would not want to come over here because you're a fraidy cat. Come on by. Is anybody from the families of the Finneys, the original owners? Of course, that one gentleman was a doctor and used this place kind of like a doctor's office at one time, early on. And the house next door was the living house, which he gave to his son at one point, maybe? Okay, so now we're in the kitchen. And they set this table up kind of like a doctor's bed. A patient bed, I guess, for the doctor. Can't even see me. Her name is Dr. Finney. I have to look up his name again. Ooh, 0.9, 0.5. So the millimeter's being set off. I see the rocket doing a little something, and I saw the K2 for a second do something. But it's not as strong on the rocket like before. Oop. So you can see little blips on the K2, and both those are going off. I got a EMF bubble going here too. Could set this thing off. So if somebody can come around here and maybe these items remind you of past times doing medical procedures, I'll just leave them right here. Can you set any of those things off? This thing makes a sound like this. Just gotta get by it. Little bleeps of EMF. You want to move something? Go ahead and move something too. Do like a burst session. All right, Olympus, I'm going to do a quick burst session here. See if I can get any EVPs. All right, if anybody's here with me, and Marty, if you could speak so we can hear your voice, tell us who you are. How many of you are here? Tell us your name or names. Did you live here? Is there somebody by the name Sallie here? Okay, let's play this back and see. Alright, Olympus, I'm going to do a quick burst session here. See if I can get any EVPs. Alright, if anybody's here with me, and Marty, if you could speak so we can hear your voice, tell us who you are. Thought I heard something. Tell us who you are.
There was a William True who was married to Agnes Finney and died in the house May 4th, 1918 after suffering a massive stroke. Could he be tied to the name William that came through?
Did you live here? Did you live here? I heard the birds at the end,
Yes.
but I thought the first time I heard something. It could have been nothing. All right.
There's so many balls. You could set it all back again. That's an old one. It's coming apart like mine.
So here we are in the nursery room at the Sallie House, and we're gonna see if we can detect some stuff. I'm gonna put some of these meters on, these gadgets. So I've got my EDI going with the EMF reading, the geo vibrations, and cold temperature, cold and hot. Oh, this thing's going crazy over here now. All right, so
This thing is actually making a sound now.
that's how much EMF it's picking up in here.
I like this horsey.
Alright, so is there a child in here with us or children? Someone by the name of Sallie, maybe? Anybody who likes to play with toys in this nursery? I know they've taken some pictures in here and captured some strange anomalies in here before. Now, 0.1, 0.2. That thing is buzzing. I'll put it like that so I can watch. Oh, 1.4.
Do that again.
Oh, and I got a cold spot. Look at that. What, something happened on that?
Yeah, do that again. Push the pin.
Hmm?
The pin was pushed. Like one pin was pushed.
I heard a click sound.
Do that again. Do that again. Do that again. Do that again.
You saw something go off on that?
I looked over and one pin was pushed and I'm like, I didn't do that.
This place is known for getting cold spots, and it's picking it up. 1.456 EMF milligauss with cold spots coming and going. So, and I'm not cold because AC is off in here. It's a little warm actually. It is summer, but that's not stopping cold spots from happening. I heard something.
Was it you? Did you?
Not this. I thought I heard like a whispering voice. I will play back what the camera mic captures, which initially sounds like audio interference right when I hear a whisper voice. But that's not stopping cold spots from happening. Who's here with us? Speak up. Can you make that pin thing go off again? And that star?
That was really cool.
Right. I'm going to put on spirit box here. Okay, see if you can come from this white noise.
It's by me. Look.
Oh yeah, something's in that area. Okay, sweet. Who's here? Nothing? Nothing? Who's here? Who are you? Okay, what'd you say? Was that woman calling out to me or James Finney? James Finney was one of Michael Finney's sons who built the house next door that was currently vacant during our stay at the Sallie House. Perhaps that was James' mother Kate calling out to him. He deeded the house next door over to her. Who are you? What was that? Like that. What spirits are here in this place with us? All right. I don't know what you think. All right, I'm going to stop this in a second. Do you have anything you want to say? Okay. You want me to keep going? Or stop it? What'd you say? I heard you saying. That was strange. I say hello in a high-pitched voice mimicking what I think I heard. At the same moment, a female voice says hello, singing it simultaneously. I'll repeat that next. Say your name right now. Tell me your name. I heard you, but I don't understand you. All right, I'm going to stop this. Whoa. I don't know what he said. All right, thank you. I mean, there were definitely voices in there.
I definitely heard your name.
It's like a constant cold spot being picked up here.
And this one's making sounds too.
And I move it away. It goes like this. It's the same thing. Watch. You see it? The other battery just died on us. That thing is just solid. Cold spot. Now here's not doing it.
No, it's right
It's
here.
in this area. Makes me wonder if below there transmits all the way down to where she had that pentagram. Not necessarily mean it's that, but just trying to make sense out of it. But something in this area anyway. See how far. Well, it stops. So it's like right in. It's weird, right? It's in a certain area. It's like a circle area here. So, there's a cold spot within this area. Weird. And of course the EMF is 2.5, 4.
That's a lot.
Yeah, it is. Let me put it up here for a second. Yeah, the EMF kind of flattens out there. Yeah, so there, no cold spots, no EMF. There, high EMF, cold spot. A little bit EMF. Look at that. This picks up like the other thing was. There's something over there. That's like really high.
Yeah, I've never heard it made sounds before.
Oh, I have. But that's like super high. It does that when it's like peaking. Can somebody make that thing move? Hit one of those pins? Yeah, that thing is buzzing. Yeah, bring it back here. Look.
Yeah, wow.
2.
See what happens if we
2.5.
take this away.
2.5, 0.7. Doesn't matter. 2.5,
Okay,
6.
good.
It's just something in this area. 2.7, it's even a little higher. A little bit higher. So, something there. We just don't know what it is. So I'm assuming something in this general area of this nursery room is retaining serious EMF, some kind of energy force here, a field possibly, and maybe this has something to do with what this room produces activity from. It's coming from around here. This is like maybe the center of energy.
It's going down a bit.
Yeah, well, there, but if you move it towards me more, this area right here is worse. See?
Ah.
Stronger. For some reason. You see how much more before it goes off. Still going. Oh,
There it goes down.
no, it's still, yeah, it goes down, but still, oh, there, it's gone. Still my EMF still, but it's the cold spot's gone. Bring it back. Yeah. Okay, so the radius is like kind of like this. Wow. Okay. You know it now. You can see it on film.
When the Pickmans lived here, they would find their son Taylor's toys in a circle, right where this energy field is emanating. Is this the vortex of the house?
Alright, geoport time. Alright, we turn this sucker on. Geoport. See if some spirits can come through on the geoport. That's always a good thing to have. This thing's usually been very positive in results. And we're in the Sallie House, so you would think there's some stuff gonna come through here. Indeedio. Okay, who's here? Who are you? Michael? on and speak to us. Right? Yeah. Hey. What town are we in? Like that raggedy hand there? Yeah. Ah.
Why are you here? Ask a question.
Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thank you. That thing's going crazy.
Oh, so quiet all of a sudden.
Yeah, it was crazy activity there through the geoport. Not surprisingly. Just want to see how the K2 does up here as well. Oh, look at it. There it goes.
Yeah,
All right.
so we know it's working.
This area right here is just chock full of EMF. This is like a hot spot in a cold way because this thing not only gets the EMF there, it's showing like a serious amount of cold coming through cold spot wise. So I want to do another burst session, EVP session, see if we can get a voice to come through just without any boxes. Something can speak with us. Listen. The hell is that?
It sounds like somebody else is doing a spirit box session next door.
Would be doing a spirit box session. It sounds like ghosts speaking.
Yeah, it sounds like a spirit box without a spirit box.
Yeah. Hope it's coming through on the camera mic. It's picking it up. Make sure it's recording still. Never trust with the batteries in this place. Batteries die. It's still going. Weird.
Yeah, I still hear it.
There's no cars like right here. That's weird. It's kind of spooky.
Yeah.
Alright, so I guess this town is kind of spooky. And it's known for it. This thing is just non-stop.
Yeah, it's gonna wear the battery out.
You can stop it. We know it's a hot spot. I just want to see if the K2 would do the same. And it certainly is. It's like singing. It's like spooky singing. Alright. Do another EVP burst session. See if we can get some voices to come through besides the ones we're hearing, just, disembodied or whatever's going on here. Who knows? Alright, Olympus in the nursery up here in Sallie House. And we're trying another EVP burst session here. Is there any children in this room with us? Whoever is in this room with us, tell us your name. Is there somebody by the name of Sallie here with us? What's the name of this place or this house? What's the name of this town? Did you live here? Okay. Stop. Let's play back. Alright, Olympus in the nursery up here in Sallie House. And we're trying another EVP burst session here.
I'll repeat the one clip moment that an EVP was captured using the digital audio recorder playback.
Whoever is in this room with us, tell us your name. It always goes back over these again in the future when I'm going over all the material, possible evidence, see if there's something I can't hear, just like this, that comes through better through headphones. It's hard to say anything came through there, but those voices kind of died out that were outside.
They're gone.
Or wherever it was around here. It's weird. So we know every device in this area of the nursery registers high EMF and cold spot as well, even though I'm sweating. We're in the Sallie House, but we're going outside the Sallie House because it's getting dark out to capture some of the creepiness, because one of the houses next door that was owned by the original owner of the Sallie House also owned that house, and it's abandoned right now. And then the other house on the other side, somebody I think lives there, but it looks like it's abandoned because it's fallen apart. So here we go. This is definitely a haunted area. Got a lot of spooky places, included the haunted Glick house across the street. It's a mansion. It feels good.
Feels chilly.
Sallie House right there. We're staying for the night.
It's gonna be scary.
I'd be just as scared to go to this place. I'm gonna look at this house too. It's abandoned here. Original owner of this house that uses a doctor's home at one point also lived out of here and owned this house. There's a light on. We're doing some burning over there. Very windy out. Can't believe somebody lived there. Look at that place set too in the back. Creepy. The house is falling apart. Holy cow. I just don't think anybody's living there. It looks like it's falling apart. Totally looks abandoned, not taken care of. Oh, look at that spider. The light went off. I'll go back under there so it turns on. It's one way we know if somebody comes up here. That light turning on. Would you like to sit in here?
That's not creepy.
No, I wonder how long that's been there. I have to see in the old footage if it was there. Look at those lights flickering on and off. That's weird. What is that about be aware? What is it saying in that house about be aware?
Motorcycles
Are everywhere?
Yep.
Wow, motorcycles are everywhere. Alright. I didn't film around this side, did I? Did we start off over here? We did, right?
Yep.
Yeah, so I thought. Who's upstairs? Show yourself. You never know, because this is full spectrum. It picks up stuff you can't even see with your eyes. I think it's time for a moment in the basement. Just for a moment. Since it's full spectrum, it may capture something. Let's go in the basement. Alright,
task cam, going down to the basement of the Sallie House with my 4K full spectrum sport camera. Alone, yes, I'm going down alone. Well, Martie will stay upstairs in the Sallie House, where it's totally safe, perfectly safe. Oh, it's got the humidifier going down here too. Turn it off for a second. There we go. Humidifier's off. So less contamination of sound. Ooh. Things making weird noises. Who's in the basement with me? In the spooky basement of the Sallie House. Anything right here where the spot is, where that pentagram was? What kind of stuff's going on in this spot? I'm standing on it right now. Go ahead and do something if you can. I'll put myself in the dark. I don't know if this full spectrum can film in the dark. It'll be too dark, I think. Yeah, it's probably too dark. I'm not going to be able to see anything, I don't think. I'm in total darkness. Who's here with me? Gonna bring an infrared light with me? No. Come on. Do your best to do something to me. I don't think you can. I think you're a freaking wussy head. I'm here in the dark, in the basement by myself, standing on this pentagram. Give it all you got. Make some sounds at least. Give it a bang in the corner, but I'm not going to put much into that. Footsteps. Who's here? What you got to say? Did you hurt or pinch the back of Tony Pickman's neck down here a couple of years ago or so? Okay. Very good. Back in the kitchen. And I'll close the door to the basement for now, where all the lights are off. And the humidifiers off as well. I'll have to put the humidifier back on because it makes too much noise.
It's very noisy, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, let me stop this task cam.